When I was first getting into songwriting, one thing that I thought was kinda lame was to do key changes or key modulations. I don't really know why. Most of the songs that I actually grew up listening to and were really influential to me when I look back at them either had a bunch of key changes or had a key change in like the part of the song that would have the most amount of energy and the most amount of vibes. And honestly, I think there's something to be said to just doing key changes like that, where you take a riff that is in a specific key and you play it the whole way through, and when you're going to loop it around and play it back up again from the start, maybe you move to a different key. On the compositional side of things, it's kinda lame, but at least in my opinion, it for sure has a very interesting sound. I've done it in other songs, like in the last chorus of I'll Meet You at the Top of the World, but I also like to take a riff that you're accustomed to inside of a song and then change its key in a way that you probably wouldn't expect. Like in the case of my latest release song, Parachute, which if you haven't, you can ensure to go check out anywhere you listen to your music at. The song's main riff goes over the chords A minor, F, D, and then after a while it goes to G. It takes place in the key of A minor, so that G ends up being the chord with dominant function that then ends up giving you the tension to resolve back to A minor. And in the last chorus of the song, I play the main riff in a more chill way before I actually explode into that actual heavy section that again uses that same riff. And I thought doing a key change to that main riff would be a cool way to give it some more energy and make it pop out even more. I thought I could maybe just do a whole step up, so since we were in A minor, we could go to B minor. It wouldn't be a big deal to keep doing the riff, and instead of resolving to A minor, we could do a surprise A major and resolve to the B minor. And even though it would sound cool, it just wasn't giving me the vibe that I was looking for, so I thought to myself, what about that G major chord? It already has a dominant function, so what if instead of me doing an actual G major chord, I maybe do a G7, which has even more dominant vibe, and I can resolve that G into a C minor. I would then not really need to add any extra chords, I could just stay on that G, and while the listener would probably expect me to resolve back to the A minor, I would actually resolve to C minor and have the riff become a little bit higher in pitch and have a very different vibe than what the A minor does. In fact, here's how it ended up sounding, but like how I usually mention with these sorts of things, it makes way more sense in the context of the whole song, so that you can actually hear and feel the themes develop and lock into each other. But tell me about you and your modulations/key changes. Are you one of those composers that just likes to add another key change just straight up in there with no real preparation? Or do you prefer to set up your key changes a little bit more eloquently? Like I said, there are not really any right choices, just a matter of preference. So yeah, let me know. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on all the notifications. Follow and stay tuned for more, because I'm releasing new songs every week and I'm releasing new videos every day, twice a day. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll like the other ones too. So perhaps even share them with a friend who might also enjoy them. In case it wasn't obvious already, go check out my latest release song, Parachute, anywhere you listen to your music at, and I'm going to once again take the time to thank you guys so much for all the support in these songs and videos. I can only thank you guys so much, but it really means a lot and it really makes a difference. With that being said, I hope to see you in another video, but until then, cheers!